like you guys, I love marketing, but I also believe that as marketers, we have a responsibility in this big conversation and a big role to play. So my question to you guys is how do we fulfill that role? And whether we're in-house or agency side, how do we make the industry better through our craft, and how do we make the world better with marketing?
I'll go first, I guess. My answer today would be the same as it was pre-COVID. I think there are two fundamental flaws with marketing today that must be corrected, and perhaps this is a great excuse to get us to think differently about that. The first is that marketing does not equal communications or advertising. Way too many marketing departments are filled with communicators. I jokingly refer to them as markdowners instead of marketers. They're just in the administration of stuff, sales, offers, new spring lineup, new fall clearance. Marketing should be about the creation of value, and we should reclaim some credibility in the C-suite and within our organizations that marketing can do more than just make pretty pictures or clever copy. We can understand insights, and we can demonstrate value and produce products, offerings, services, experiences that people actually care about. And then the second thing is that marketing has been inappropriately fixated mostly on prospects, sometimes on customers, and almost never on staff or on employees. And I think of them as a three-legged, equal-weighted stool. And marketing should be partnering with their HR peers right now to understand how to either win back talent. I mean, think about 35, 40 million displaced professionals are in the marketplace right now. How do you have a brand that the best talent in the world wants to work for? How is the marketing team using its creative problem solving and its creative abilities and its digital tools to galvanize the new culture of people who either have survivor's guilt or anxiety, or have been put in roles that they now don't know how to do because they got promoted because they were the last person standing because the department got let go. So there's just a lot of people issues, and people are the brand, and that's not just frontline associates, salespeople, call centers. Everybody that works in that company is a consumer and an opportunity to become a cult-like advocate of the brand. And that's not HR's job. That's the marketing team's job.
Yeah, I would certainly echo what Chris has just been saying. I would also add that I think how can marketing be responsible, hopefully when this crisis comes to some kind of an end. And I would say don't be opportunistic, because it's going to be really tempting to be opportunistic and to say, all right, how do we grab back as much as possible of what we've lost in as short a time as possible. And so I think there's going to be a big temptation to try and claw back. And I think it's marketing's responsibility to make sure that firms don't do that. I was astounded. I'm not sure if it was fake news or whether it's really, I was astounded to see that the cruise line companies have sold something like 600% more cruises in the past week or two than they did this time last year. Now, for someone who thinks that the going on a cruise would be like taking a journey on a floating Petri dish, why would people be doing it? And there's a simple reason. And the cruise companies, I think many of them have seen that this is a great way to generate lots of cash at the moment by saying, there's no holds barred here. We will refund the money if you don't take your cruise. You can cancel at any time. And so a lot of people have said, well, there's nothing to lose here. These cruises are going for a song. They're cheap. Let's book, and we'll be able to go next year when everything's okay. I'm just worried that when that time comes to reclaim your money because you didn't go on the cruise, that you're going to have to jump through all kinds of hoops, because some marketing people somewhere have been opportunistic and said, here's a great way to generate lots of cash, because what we need now is cash, and we'll take the consequences later. I think you're going to see the same thing with the airlines. I'm sure if you're like me, you've got a promise from an airline that you still have a valid ticket. It's just that your flight didn't go when they said it would, but you're able to get this ticket within the next 2 years. How are you going to fight an airline where thousands of other people are also trying to get their tickets back? So I'm just worried that some companies will be opportunistic, and I think marketing's responsibility is not to gouge customers when these things get tough.